Hey everyone, it is Monique Brown from MotorCityMoxie.com, the arsenal for beauty, wellness, and feminine allure. Hey! What's up? What up, though? In my last video, one of the recent videos, the video Don't Become His Default Chick, I talked about the synergy between warmth and mystery. Is that warmth is what keep a person, is what attracts a person to you, and that mystery is what will keep him engaged, him or her. I want to talk about your relationship with men specifically. We talked about, sometimes if a woman is not really warm, she can be seen as stuck up or bougie or whatever it is. But I want to talk about that in a later video. But this video specifically, I want to talk to you about how to increase your mysteriousness. Because if you increase your mysteriousness, oh Lord, something in my eye. Increase your mysteriousness, increase your attraction, increase the mystery, increase your attraction in the way that men perceive you and really respond to you. So I'm just gonna get into it, girl. I have three things that I want to leave you with, three things that I want to say. And the first thing is, I wrote it down here. Bam! Wear your worth. Can you see that? Wear your worth. Wear your worth. Don't talk about it. Right? We know you got it going on. We know you got it going on, right? You got the JD, the MBA, the MED, the PhD. You're a member of DST, work for IBM, drive a BMW, but you ain't got no MAN. Come on now. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. But if your spirit is convicted, then have an open ear and be humble to what it is that I really want to say to you. Because remember, I can only teach from my experiences. So yeah, girl. Wear your worth. Don't talk about it. You want to give people a reason to want to get to know more about you. But if you're telling everything about yourself and you're not allowing anything to be left unseen, come on now. What's up with that? If you've traveled the world, if you have done great things, allow those works to speak for yourself, and don't just give it up on either on the first date or just give it all up because you want everyone to know all the great things that you've done, right? I've been to Spain. I've traveled the world a little bit. I've been to a few places now. I've been there. I've been to a few places. But if I'm with someone, like, if I'm dating a guy and he says he finds out on his own, right, through his own volition, he finds out. And he's like, dang, girl, you global. You've been to Spain. You've been to Nigeria. You Jamaican. You global, girl. I like that. I like that about you. That's good. Because it's a surprise. It's not like, okay, well, I've been to Spain. I've been to Portugal. I've been to, Toronto. I did this. I was in Trinidad, blah, 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 blah. And there's nothing left to unwrap. Remember that your feminine allure is a gift offering for a man to unwrap. So give him that opportunity. It's just like when you get a gift. I love receiving pretty gifts, things that are wrapped nice and neat. I just love that. And it's really a privilege to be able to, number one, have that, to be able to receive that. Because everyone doesn't think that way. So when I do get a gift that's nicely wrapped, it is a privilege to have it, to receive it, and then to unwrap it. And I want to take my time with it because it's so pretty. I just don't even want to mess it up. Okay? So I want to leave you with that. Number two, girl, you better classify your stuff. That's right, yo. Y-O, apostrophe. Classify your stuff, right? You need to make sure that these men get a security clearance to your information. When information is classified in the government, when information is classified, that means that everybody doesn't have access to it. And that it requires either that it gives a benefit or restriction to whatever information whatever group that information belongs to. So let's say, for example, that y'all chilling at your place. Well, hold up. Y'all shouldn't even be chilling. Remember that. I said that in the last video. In order to not become his default chick, you don't want to chill. But let's say, boom, maybe you want to do something special. You want to save money. You want to do something creative, and you host like a nice little picnic in your home. And you're out there in the den or whatever it is, and you put the pallets on the floor, and you have like this Asian-inspired thing going on. Whatever you decide to do. I'm just talking. Whatever you decide to do. But listen, this brother shouldn't be in your bedroom, right? He shouldn't know everything about where all your information is. You have to give him a reason to want to peek into your bedroom, right? Classify that space. Classify it. I remember when I watched Cribs and Mariah Carey was on there, and she said, you can come through the bathroom, you can come throughout the house, but my bedroom is my own personal space. I don't want you to see that. I have to allow something to be reserved for me. And I really admired that, but at the same time, I wanted to know more. I was curious about what her bedroom looked like. So if I was curious, you can just imagine what all her male admirers thought about that too. So remember to classify your stuff, girl. Give him a reason to peek, so that if you're watching a movie, he should get up and go to the bathroom and say, hey, let me peek inside this room and see what she got up in here. So he's peeking inside the room, and he's like, oh, I like this. Smell good up in here. She got her perfume. Her bed is made nicely. Ooh, I like this. I need this in my life. I can get used to this. Right? And then he comes out and he doesn't even say anything. But in his mind, he's thinking like, you know what? I like what this girl is about. I like the way she keeps her home and her room and her space organized. It smells good. I need this in my life. And then that way he has something to think about. So that's number 2. Classify your stuff, girl. Because you know, you got these men all up in your bed, brother. Know your panty drawer and everything. Pause. Slow down, gym shoes. The last thing that I want to leave you with, number 3, is to decrease your availability. You're too available. I'm gonna cover up my eyes because I'm not even looking at you. I'm not even talking about you. Remember, but if you are convicted, if your spirit is convicted by this, then have an open ear. So, number 1, what did I say? Number 1, where your worth. Number 2, classify your stuff. And number 3, don't be so available to him, even if you have nothing on your schedule. Because guess what? You know what happens? People take you for granted, and that has happened to me too. I mean, I take things for granted that are readily available to me. I think that really speaks for itself. I can give you some more examples, but I really want to allow those 3 things to sink in. I hope you found this information to be beneficial. Pardon me. In the link in the link below, what do you all think is a way to really increase your mysteriousness? I have a lot more things to say, and sometimes they come to me, and sometimes I've been able to write them down, and then sometimes I can't. So if you have something to say, what's one way that you think that you should, a tip that you would like to leave to increase your mysteriousness? Hey, if you like this information and you found it to be beneficial, you can subscribe to the Moxie Manifesto. Click the link below. It's your weekly to-do tactics to help you be good, look good, and do better. Take care.